All right. What's going on, party people? This is your man Griff. Woo-wee. Man, today marks 5 years that I've been doing this business. On the 25th of July is when I got my very first order back in 2018. I think it was 2018, 19, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm talking about 25. 2018. Yeah, 2018 was when I got my first order. July 25th, got the notification and got assigned. When I say got my first order, meaning I got assigned to my first order. I got other notifications prior to, but this was the first time that I had actually been assigned. And one company took a little time out and gave me a shot. And so if anybody got issues with me, blame them. All right, blame them, because they gave me a shot, and I've been going strong ever since. So I really appreciate that company and them just taking a chance on me, and me going out here and growing and doing this business and getting it done. There's some things that I've learned in this business over the last 5 years. Sharing with y'all real quick before I go into my loan application that I have to do. The one thing I learned was you got to make up your mind whether or not you're going to do this business. And these are not in any kind of particular order, but that was one of the first things that I learned, was that I have to make up my mind whether or not I'm going to do this business. I learned also that people like to share information that's pertinent for them, but that's not necessarily applicable to you. So they'll tell you how they do things and why they do things. And in some cases, they make you feel bad for having the idea of doing it a particular way that they may not be cool with. And you might even feel that way if, from stuff I say. But I'm talking about from the standpoint of, there's people who don't want to go into a house. They don't want to travel. And sometimes the way they communicate it is if they can sometimes come across like belittling people and making you feel bad for even daring to think that and daring not to be direct. And when I heard that right there really pushed me even more to work with signing companies, because I was like, how bad is it to work with signing companies, going to these houses? It's not. It can be, but it's not. So I learned that sometimes people will project what they want on you, or what they put on themselves to be on you. I've learned that sometimes people just won't be upfront and honest with you. They won't give you full disclosure. They won't share with you how this business really is. They will tell you just enough to get you excited about something, and then slap a course in front of you and tell you to find out more, pay. Everybody thinks, another thing I learned is that a lot of people think that their time is so valuable that they need to charge a premium for it. But yet they don't make these companies pay them a premium for their time to do these closings. They don't make their W-2 pay them a premium for their time to come to that job on a day-to-day basis. So all of a sudden I also learned that all of a sudden everybody's an expert. Everybody has the ability to help you get your business going. And then 10 minutes after they've helped you, then they're telling you to be an expert and help somebody else out. And I got a bee in the car now. Come on, get on out the car. There you go. Whew. Yeah, you have that happen. Don't panic, y'all. Just stay calm. Roll the windows down or whatever, they get out. So all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I'm an expert and I'm gonna help you. And then after you take their training, whether it was good or bad, then all of a sudden they're telling you you can do the same thing I'm doing. So now here you've been in it 8 minutes and they want you to be an expert. I learned that there are a lot of notaries out here who do not understand how to do this job. I also learned that if you're a notary who do know how to do this job, you'll make a lot of money because you understand how to get your job done as a notary. I learned that there are a lot of people who are really, really good at marketing and making you feel that you need what they have. But then I also learned that what they have to give you is really not sufficient to help you move your business and to keep it going beyond 6 months in most cases, if that. um, I learned that family support is important. You need to have your family there. I learned that you got to have a made-up mind that even if your family is not supporting you or not understanding, which mine has always supported me from day one, but working with other people, that you got to have a made-up mind and decide, okay, I'm going to do this, and go out there and do it no matter what. I've learned that this business isn't as hard as people have made it out to be. I've learned that people will make you afraid and scared and timid just so they can sell you something that's supposed to stop you from being afraid and scared and timid. But then you end up being more afraid and scared and timid. And then they have something else that they can sell you to mitigate that fear, scaredness, and timidness. And then after about a year, you realize that you haven't done anything in this business and that you spent a lot of money on mitigating fears that really you could figure out yourself. I learned that a lot of people spend too much time trying to soak stuff up, get tips, tricks, and nuggets, gain some kind of knowledge, looking for exclusive content and information. They spend too much time trying to have private one-on-one sessions with everybody out here, and they don't even do the business. I've learned that people are real quick and feel very comfortable spending money to be a part of all these little social groups, but they won't go take an order. So I use all of that stuff that I've learned over the last 5 years, and a lot of it I learned in about 2 years, the first 2 years. I took all of that and said, I got to make a decision. Here's where I'm at. Here's where I believe I can be. In between is, the work that needs to be done. I'm going to just take a chance and just go do it. And just start doing it. And little bit by little bit. And just keep doing it. And I might fall back a little, but I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not going to give up. I learn a little bit more. And I keep doing it. And then there's some ups and downs. Signing companies don't like me. I might not like them. But we know we got a job to do, so we learn how to work together and just keep doing it and then keep doing it. You see how this is? This is going back and forth. And then eventually I started getting toward my goal. I started getting toward one of my goals, which was to go full-time in this business. Now I have another goal. I ain't telling y'all. I got another goal. And I'm working toward that. And this is a little bit forward, going back, a little bit forward, going back. But I'm moving forward throughout all of this. I hear what a lot of people are saying. I don't believe everything that people are saying. I don't implement everything that people are saying. And one of the things that I've learned in life has nothing to do with this business. Not everything that somebody says you can do is time for you to implement it. This might not be the time for you to implement certain things. And a lot of people are trying to implement stuff in their business that they're not ready to do. Too many people trying to be signing companies. If everybody's a signing company, who's going to actually do the notary work? Everybody's trying to be a training company. If everybody's a training company, who's actually out there doing the work that, who are you training? Because after a while, everybody's a trainer. Everybody's a signing company. Where are the notaries? And I learned that if you can just focus on being a notary for at least 3 to 5 years. And I know some of y'all might be in financial situations. You're like, I need that signing company money. I need that $30,000 to $50,000 to $80,000 a month. Okay, fine, go for it. But for the rest of us, the overwhelming majority, just work on being a notary for the first 3 to 5 years. Get solid in that. Gain experience. Not some experience, gain experience. That's going to help you decide whether or not you want to keep this business going beyond 5 years. And I've always said, if you can hang in this business for about 3 to 5 years, around about the 5th year mark, especially the 3rd year mark, you'll be making a decision. But after 5 years, you'll be like, okay, I can do this. And you'll have a better grip on what you need to do to stay relevant in this business. And staying relevant in the business is not about you being on Clubhouse and Facebook and all of that stuff. It's about you being relevant to the industry and to the people who need your services. That's what I'm talking about. And too many people are more focused on trying to stay relevant to these other notaries, but you're not staying relevant to the business and in this industry. Don't worry about trying to stay relevant to title companies and lenders and all of that, because they can come and go. But be so relevant and so great in this business that when another title company, another lender comes in, and they be like, wait a minute, okay, you're that Griffin guy, you're that Shantae, you're that Kevin. Okay, yeah, because when one title company goes away, and then Earl from that title company goes over to another, they're gonna remember you. When Sandra from that signing company leaves and go to another company because they dissolved or what have you, they'll remember you. So what I learned in this business finally here at the end is do such great work that they don't forget who you are. Leave your mark by doing great with your stamp. And if you can figure that one out, then you're going to do great in this business. But if you're trying to leave your mark in this business, trying to be on the Mount Rushmore of notary influencers and gurus and all that kind of stuff, you're aiming for something that doesn't exist. It doesn't. But what does exist is the ability for you to make money in this business with that stamp that you've acquired through your taking an oath and being commissioned by your state. You do that and you do it great, not just well, but great. You will see the revenue that you need to come into your life, into your family's life for years to come. And then you can branch off into that other stuff. But till then, concentrate on being a great notary, give great service to the people, and make sure you're relevant for this industry no matter what direction it goes. All right? Talk to y'all later. Peace.